Hello,
hey everybody! I hope you can hear us because we got the camera far off. We'll have to talk a little bit loud, Daddy.
Hi there.
Well, Rock says nobody's making videos, so we're making a video for Rock and for everybody.
For us.
Yeah, for us too. 'Cause it's been
Hello, DC. Hello, Sweet Rock. How you doing?
Well, it's a Sunday night at 9 o'clock, and Jasper's going to get up and walk around. We got our camera on the tripod, so now he can't knock it over. Hope you can hear us.
Hello.
Well, what do you want to talk about, baby?
I've been real mean to Susan. She said that was one of the things that we needed to talk about.
That's right. He's wanting me to kick a mountain full of food and stuff.
Listen, guys, if you know, your wife thinks you're mean to her and everything, well, whenever you go to say, if you say that you'd like to have something for dinner, and she says, no, I ain't fixing that. That's right. You don't have to fix that. That's right. No problem.
That's right. I don't feel like fixing it. I'm not going to fix it.
That's right. No problem.
I told James he could hit the table all he wanted to because now he can't shake the camera. But anyway, I've debated all evening whether to make potato salad for tomorrow. I'm going to make it. I just wondered if I should make it tonight or tomorrow. I've already fixed the hamburgers. We have hot dogs. James wants broccoli salad. And first he wanted barbecue ribs and chicken.
Now that was an idea right there. We're going to save that for the 4th, though.
Yeah.
For the 4th.
We'll have watermelon.
Tomorrow?
We got a watermelon in the refrigerator.
Just waiting for it to get cool.
Yeah.
We like cold watermelon.
But it's been so hot. Oh my Lord. Hasn't it, honey?
It's been pretty hot. The kids stayed out a little late after dark to play because it was so warm during the day.
Well, I want James to tell you about his tomatoes.
$100 tomatoes. Ain't funny.
Well, you know what? We used to have a garden beside the house, and James always did real good. He planted corn and green beans and tomatoes and peppers. And what else did you plant, Helen? Did you ever plant lettuce?
No.
I can't remember. Green onions.
No
spring.
cabbage.
Yeah.
We had green beans.
And how big was it? It's probably about how long? 36?
It's about a 12 by 16.
Was that all it was?
Yeah.
Well, anyway, but we built the garage. And man, that took up all the space on the side yard there. So we didn't have no place for a garden. So we've not, and I used to can tomatoes.
We don't have a very big lot that our house is set.
But I canned tomatoes and everything, didn't
Oh yeah, delicious. Yes,
but anyway, so this year, Jane said, my sister does so well on her
bucket farm.
Her bucket farm.
She's got a bucket farm. She plants her stuff in cinder blocks and buckets. And she does
really well. Well, she always keeps us in tomatoes and peppers and stuff like squash and all kinds of stuff. Yeah.
Well, anyway, I thought I'd try it. Well, I didn't think it was going to be so expensive. It was. After I bought the other plants, now I bought 11 plants, and they were $3 and something a shot. And I never had that type of plant before, but that's all they offered down there at Lowe's. And I really didn't look around well enough. They had better boys and better girls there, but I wasn't looking to see them, or they got them in after I'd already got some. Anyway, these plants, I don't know if it was the dirt or the plants themselves, just withered up on the leaves.
Here's what I told him. He fertilized them too soon with Miracle-Gro, and he burned them up. But he doesn't think he did that, but I do. So what'd you do, baby?
I went and got some more plants.
He went and got some more.
And it all totaled up there close to $100 for 6 buckets of tomatoes. I'm talking about, all right, we bought the buckets, 5-gallon buckets, put a little gravel in because there's hose in the bottom of it, put the dirt over top of the gravel, and I had a bucket full of dirt, and then put a few plants in each bucket. And by the time I got done, it was $100 for the buckets, the dirt. The gravel was free. I'd already bought it years ago. And They dried
Well,
up.
they're going to be all right.
Even though we had pepper plants in there too.
Yeah. Did you buy any more pepper plants? Yeah, they'll be okay. Next year it won't cost us near as much to have a bucket garden.
No.
But I want James to get rid of that old building out in the backyard so he can have a garden out there. But
that building's gone for sure, but I'm gonna put a big cinder block building back there.
Later.
Yeah.
Well, that's good news. What are you gonna do with it?
We'll make an apartment over top of it.
For who? Well, I don't think we need that, baby.
Well, it might have, might not. I'd like a deck in front, a deck in the back for the second floor. Carports. Making big decks out of them. That's my ideas.
And I think we ought to finish the inside of the house, like with baseboards and wood around my windows, and finish painting and hanging closet doors, which we've lived here 20 years and now all the closets. Because what happened was, I was painting all the closet doors and I fell and broke my ankle, and I never have got back to it. That's my fault. I could have done that. But I think we need to do stuff like that before we start adding on.
If I don't feel like it, I don't do it. I'm sorry. I built this house because I wanted to build this house. Susan didn't even think that I was, even after I got started on it and doing the things that I was doing, she really didn't even know that.
I was scared is what it was. Scared of...
She didn't have faith in...
That's not true. I didn't have faith in the job market is what it was. I had every faith in James. I did, honey.
But anyway, that's awful nice, baby. Thank you.
He said he built this house for me.
It's her house, not mine. But the Lord owns everything. I mean, it's neither one of us. We're going to be leaving this world. And what happens to it
after? You did a good job, didn't you, honey?
Well, we worked at it. We tried.
Well, I tell you what he done was, we had a tree out in the front of the yard, and he cut that down. I thought, well, he told me what he was going to do. He was going to build a house. And I said, okay.
So the first year.
Yeah, the first year. He cut that tree down and took the porch off my trailer. And I thought,
Made the building that I've got now that I store stuff.
Okay.
So I had to have a building.
So then the next year, maybe, was it that fall or whatever, he took the tiller and he started tilling my front yard up.
Making it.
And I thought, wow, he's really
got
serious.
Got dig for a foundation.
He's really serious about building this house. And then, honey, he had a cement truck come in here.
Poured the foundation.
Poured the foundation. I thought, wow, this is happening.
My little brother and I went and laid the blocks.
And I thought, wow, if he don't do anything else, I'm going to have me a big, good swimming pool.
3 foot deep or so.
But he just gradually put the wood on, built it up, and I don't know how he did it. He says the Lord helped him. Had to
always.
Because he built this 2-story house and laid the walls upstairs by himself.
Put the roof on.
Put the roof on by himself. He did it all by himself, except for the few blocks that his brother helped him lay. And then he got it all under roof by himself.
Yeah, and then we went to the bank and we used what money we had.
Yeah.
And then...
that's what it was. I was just scared to use every bit of our savings that we had. But we did, and then we went and got a loan for the house. And just,
well, we were thinking about buying a double wide, and I didn't want to do that.
I was going to be the queen of the double wide trailer.
That's right.
And he didn't want that. I would be satisfied with that. But I am so thankful that James, he had the faith, and I tell you what, he would work. James, at that time, he built the house. He was.
And see, now this conversation got started with me not doing anything I didn't want to do.
Okay, but let me tell you, when James was building this house, he worked the swing shift. I
was working 7 straight days, a day off, 7 more days, and
2 days off,
and then 7 more days,
4 days off. And then, were you working that time 1 week evening, 1 week day, 1 week evening?
Yeah, it's like that.
It was terrible.
21 days. You rotated all 3 shifts in 21 days.
Yeah, I mean, it was, I tell you what, he was younger. He was 38 when he started building this house. And, you know, he would work those shifts, and honey, he'd strap his mining light on and go outside. It makes me want to cry, really. He would take his mining light and he'd go out there and work by himself at night.
But it was cool. But we had somebody do the sheetrock, and my brothers come in and help put the sheetrock up, insulation and the flooring. Ronnie did a little bit of the wiring.
And the reason why that is because
I got a job at over in another county,
yeah.
And it was an hour and a half drive over, an hour and a half drive back.
See, so he got laid off while he was building, you know.
And I wanted to stay off so I could finish it. Not asked anybody to help, but
well, what they did was minimal to what James putting this house together. I mean,
it was no doubt in my mind it was going to work, it was going to do. But we still, like Susan said, we haven't finished it all up. There's a lot that we need to do, and a few things we'd like to change, but we're going to have to wait for the changes. And we got it's enough to try to clean the siding and stuff like that, and trying to keep the house up on the outside to appearance-wise.
After I broke my ankle, James wanted to put an elevator in.
I could put one in. I mean, just a pull rope.
Well, he built the house, and then he built the deck, the 2-story deck I have on the back side. He did that while he was working, and I was working too at that time.
Yeah, I took one of my vacations.
Yeah, and then a few years later, he built a 2-story garage and hooked it into the house. You can't even tell the garage wasn't originally with the house.
Wasn't hardly. The siding just blended the siding.
He says it wasn't hardly nothing, but I tell you what, people. He put a big old cathedral ceiling on the bonus room upstairs, and that all needs to be fixed too. We don't have sheetrock on it or nothing, but I mean,
it's not wasted space.
He did so much. You did good, baby.
Good, baby. Good, baby. That's right.
And now he wants me to cook for him, and I don't want to.
That's right. I go out here and I bust myself at work, hurt my back every day.
James wants to eat too much. I don't think we need that. That's a lot of it. And then I don't want to.
We
eat too much.
Well, yeah, well, that's, you know, we could cut back on portions for sure.
Yeah, well, I told him, I said, honey, if
I we wanted to thank,
look where this video went, honey.
Yeah, we wanted to thank DC and Helene for the birthday greetings and stuff, and we want to thank Rock for her adventure and her trip, and all the news that's going to come from that. And she had another airport adventure.
Yeah, but she's not told it yet, so.
Poor thing, she's upset. Don't let anger get the best of you, Rock. That's right.
But, isn't it funny how this video turned out, baby? I think I want to tell you all about the house anyway.
Someday.
Oh, that was 20 years ago, though. But I tell you what, it's
it's a pain in the ass right now.
It's still very emotional to me how he did it all.
We've got to put us a roof on or get somebody to put it on. I'm not as stout as I used to be.
Yeah, I don't want him up there.
And there's a few other things that we now there's things down here on the grounds like concrete work and block work and stuff like that.
I can do. Honey.
Do what now?
Tell him what you bought you.
I bought a cement mixer. That's right. 3.5 cubic foot.
Yeah, he wants to concrete the garage and stuff.
It takes, so let's see, I think it's 21 cubic feet or 27 cubic feet to make a cubic yard. And what I'll do is I'll take Quick Rick, just a plain Quick Rick, you know, it was $3 and something a bag last year or the year before last, and now it's $4 a bag. It's going to cost that much. It'll constantly go up. What I do is I just get the regular basic Quick Rick, and then I add cement to it to make it a stronger mix, and I just use it instead of sand and gravel and all that other stuff. But I'll put gravel with it.
Yeah. But anyhow, we're not doing much. James has been off Saturday, Sunday, and he's off tomorrow, and gonna eat good tomorrow. We want to thank all our men and women who serve in the military. Happy Memorial Day. I mean, so many people.
Memorial Day is a celebration of those brave souls that have lost their lives, and those heroes and people that are in our communities that have served people of the community. Memorial Day, and our own moms and dads. My dad was my hero. The Lord Jesus is my hero. These other people that have died are heroes.
A lot of people wouldn't agree with that, but you know, there's a lot of people that died to make this country give us the freedoms that we have.
And the liberties
we have.
I wanted to mention that, or we wanted to mention that.
Yeah, Happy Memorial Day. And you know, the soldiers that's went on, they don't know that we're celebrating them, but we can say thank you to our servicemen and women who do put their lives on the line.
And those that have.
And those that have.
But bye, YouTubers, from up in the holler.
This is James and Melissa reporting and having church and being drug counselors and economic forecasters and politicians and our architecture home builder and farmer.
Don't go with the farmer stuff now. I'm here to tell you the cost.
And what else, baby, are we? Videographers.
We love the Lord Jesus.
Oh, yeah. Churchgoers. We love you guys. We'll talk at you later.
From up in the holler.
From up in the holler. Bye, everybody. Look at you, baby. Uncross them arms. Now, you never hit the table one time, I don't think.
Well, I don't have to. I don't need to bounce.
You don't need to bounce the camera, do you?
No, I don't need to bounce the camera.
Now tell
Quit that. What do you mean? Quit what?
Tell them people that if you didn't want to make a video, I would have said okay. Baby. Baby.
We'll see y'all later. Y'all take care now.
He better be good.
Jasper, where you at?